One thing that I noticed growing up is that I tend to shake a lot or I get really nervous in any type of situation that I get put in. Like I could be inside the store and I'll start feeling really, really nervous, or I can get in front of a group of people and I start overthinking and I start wondering if I'm gonna start saying the right or wrong thing. Speaking up for myself was really hard as well, like growing up. When I was growing up, it was really hard for me to say whatever was on my mind or speak up for myself in any sort of way. Yeah, I've always dealt with these type of issues, but recently I started working out again. I used to work out a lot. Like growing up, I was always active. I've always like played sports, kept my body moving and whatever, you know what I mean? And I started noticing that between the ages of like 18 to right now I'm currently 21. 18 to 21, I stopped working out. Like I stopped going to the gym completely. I stopped building any sort of confidence within myself. And it really started picking up more recently, like within these past few years, where I'll get put in a certain situation. I'll be like, holy fuck, like I'm so goddamn nervous. And nothing that I can do will help me. Like I can sit there and I'll try to breathe. And I started noticing that it would honestly make it worse for me. So recently I started working out and I started noticing that. And I think the main thing in working out for me was running. Running is a good thing because you have to control your breathing, like while you're running and shit. So like in through your nose, out through your mouth, that sort of sense. And I started noticing that when I got like put in like really like tough or awkward or weird situations, going back to my previous video, I've been putting myself in more like weird or awkward situations. I started noticing that once I started breathing and started like taming myself and started noticing like that I can control my breathing, control my heart rate, control how I feel. But then when I was put in those situations, I was then able to correlate it to, oh shit, this goes back to me working out. Like when I work out, I have to control my breathing because I don't want to, one, sound all like not like a slob, but one, I just don't want to sound crazy. And I also, two, it builds that breathing pattern, that breathing habit, and the ability to be able to control your breathing. So yeah, that's something that I've been doing recently to be able to help myself is just working out. And I even went out of my way to look this up, and it actually does say that working out can get rid of like the extra like jitters or nervous or like whatever like sort of extra energy. Like when you work out, you burn that extra energy. So like holding your hand out and shit like that. Like if you can hold like right now, hold your hand out and see if your hand shakes. And for me, my hand usually always tended to shake. Like now, I'm able to control myself a little bit better. But before, like, I cannot hold my hand out. I cannot do any of that. And I think another thing, too, I started eating better. I started cutting out a lot of my sugars. Although I did just have a late night snack. I'm not going to talk about that. I have been cutting out a lot of my sugars, and I have been trying to cut and watch, like, what I'm eating. And that also does play a part into it. It's just if your body's being actually jittery, like if you're drinking, like, if your body's actually being jittery, if you're drinking, like, caffeinated drinks and shit like that. But yeah, those are some of the things that help me get rid of that, like, feeling and the nervousness and the shakes and shit like that. I remember this one time I was so nervous that when the police like hit his lights, I was driving this one time and the police hit his lights. And when he hit his lights, bro, my heart just absolutely dropped. I didn't have nothing on me. I knew I didn't have nothing going on. But when he hit his lights, for some reason I just could not one, I didn't know why he was pulling me over. And two, just the thought of having this interaction and possibly knowing like, you know, and when the cop pulls up to the window and he asked me for my license, bro, I spent like 30 seconds trying to find this fucking license. Oh shit. But anyways, yeah, I spent like 30 seconds trying to find my license. And when I did finally come down to get it, it was like inside the like wallet part where the like, you know, where you can put your fucking license and it shows your face and stuff. He wanted me to take it out and I was just having a hard time taking it out because one, my hand was just like shaking like crazy. And that interaction alone made him suspicious of me, and it made him pull me out the vehicle, and he ended up doing a full, thorough search of my car because he thought that there might have been a faint smell of some sort of plant, but that was not the main reason. It was because I was being nervous, and he pulled me out the car and searched me and ended up not finding anything, and they let me go. But yeah, that was a crazy situation, and I don't think I've ever felt like that nervous before. Like my hand was legit shaking so bad. But yeah, I just thought I'd hop on here and just talk about something that I've been doing recently to help me, you know, working out and building a little bit of more confidence and, you know what I mean, putting yourself in awkward situations and continue to build yourself. Oh, bad. But yeah, anyways, if you guys want to drop down some comments below and let me know what are some tactics that you do or if you've ever But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you guys ever dealt with this, or what are some tactics that you guys do to help yourselves in these type of situations. Yeah, thank you. Bye.